What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make. Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. I discovered, for the first time but not the last, that politicians don't care too much what things cost. It's not their money. Watch, listen, and learn. You can't know it all yourself. Anyone who thinks they do is destined for mediocrity. What's the point of having great knowledge and keeping them all to yourself? Get going. Move forward. Aim high. Plan a takeoff. Don't just sit on the runway and hope someone will come along and push the airplane. It simply won't happen. Change your attitude and gain some altitude. Believe me, you'll love it up here. Don't get sidetracked. If you do get sidetracked, get back on track as soon as possible. Ultimately, sidetracking kills you. My style of deal-making is quite simple and straightforward. I aim very high, and then I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing to get what I'm after. Success comes from failure, not from memorizing the right answers. I like to think of the word focus as follow one course until successful. Our country, our people, and our laws have to be our top priority. I don't hire a lot of number crunchers, and I don't trust fancy marketing surveys. I do my own surveys and draw my own conclusions. My motto is, always get even. When somebody screws you, screw them back in spades. Leverage, don't make deals without it. Enhance. Money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the ability to act effectively, in spite of fear. Criticism is easier to take when you realize that the only people who aren't criticized are those who don't take risks. Most people think small because they are afraid of success, afraid of making decisions, afraid of winning. A brand is two words, the promise you telegraph, and the experience you deliver. The worst of times often create the best opportunities to make good deals. The most important thing in life is to love what you're doing, because that's the only way you'll ever be really good at it. Think big. You are going to be thinking anyway, so think big. The point is that if you are a little different, or a little outrageous, or if you do things that are bold or controversial, the press is going to write about you. The more predictable the business, the more valuable it is. Partnerships must have loyalty and integrity at their core. It is easier to ask for money when you don't need the money. You don't reward failure by promoting those responsible for it, because all you get is more failure. Living your words, walking your talk, and talking your walk. Your business, and your brand must first let people know what you care about and that you care about them. Following your convictions means you must be willing to face criticism from those who lack the same courage to do what is right. It's called the road less traveled. The biggest little thing for entrepreneurs is the lifelong commitment to education. Always think positively and expect the best. That if you try once, you should try again. Keep that focus exactly where it should be, on winning. The future does not belong to those who believe in socialism. The future belongs to those who believe in freedom. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. Make every day extraordinary no matter what your job is. Stay confident even when something bad happens. It is just a bump in the road. It will pass. We must understand that governments cannot create real jobs. Only entrepreneurs can do that.